This is an episode of the Leadheads Podcast, a weapons and firearm podcast unlike any other. If you like what you hear, please consider subscribing or checking out our YouTube page. Work the trigger. Enjoy the show.
Welcome to the Leadheads Podcast, Episode 5, Top 5 Guns from Animation.
Hey everybody, and welcome back to the Leadheads Podcast. Today, I always say night because we're doing this at night, but
True.
you could be listening to this during the day, so whatever. Right now,
At this point in time,
we are going to be covering our top 5 guns from animation. Now, this can be from any animation. This can be Elmer Fudd's shotgun. This
the
could
rifle
be...
that killed Bambi's mom.
Oh, man, now I kind of wish I had gone with that one.
Too dark.
Sounds like you thought this through way better than I did, which is pretty typical because Builder here usually sets his up in some type of numerical order from his least favorite to most favorite, or least useful to most useful. Except, do you have an order this time?
I do have an order this time.
Of course he does. Damn it. Whereas I am a complete scatterbrain with this stuff, and I just toss stuff on the list as it comes up, because if I don't, I will lose it in my brain space. Yeah. So why don't we have you go? Well, first of all, I guess we should hash this out a little bit. We've talked about this in the past couple of episodes, but with our lists, we do not talk about these lists beforehand, other than just figuring out what the topic is going to be and narrowing down slightly what that encompasses. For instance, again, this is top 5 guns from animation. We didn't specify anything other than top 5 guns from animation. So it could be anime, it could be old school cartoons, it could be Bambi, and we don't know if they're real guns, fake guns. I got no clue. I've got some that are definitely pushing the envelope.
I do too.
They're fantastic. Okay, so let's go ahead and hear your first one.
My first one is from Despicable Me 1. And
Okay.
it is Gru's concealed carry pistol.
What does he have?
The one he uses at the
You are overestimating my knowledge of Despicable Me, my friend.
he uses it at the
Evil Con?
No, the theme park, when the girls are using that little gun game and they have to knock over the tin alien, and they hit the tin alien but it doesn't fall over, and he gets all mad and he pulls out this it's a little gun, and then he presses a button and it expands into like 5 nuclear reactors, and he blows away the whole
That
whole
one.
Yes.
Okay, that is overkill.
That is overkill
For that particular situation.
But it got the job done. You know what they say? Overkill is underrated.
Do they say that? Who said?
They said that in the 18th.
Somebody says that. Oh, that would be a good space for them to say that. Yeah. They did get a bear for that, I believe, correct? Or some type of stuffed animal.
Yes, a fluffy unicorn.
That's what it was.
So fluffy, I'm gonna die.
That was. Oh my goodness, you have seen that movie a lot.
I have children.
I do too, and I have not seen that movie that much. Okay, that's. I also have 2 boys who don't sit down long enough to watch movies, so that's a thing. All right, so since you're going with that first, I'm gonna go with. No, you know what? I'm gonna start relatively normal, and I'm gonna end on my kind of off-brand.
Oh,
ones.
I'm ending on an off-brand one as well.
Okay, so how many off-brand ones do you have?
There's 5 options.
Oh my gosh, how many real guns did you, or like, not real
There
guns,
are
I guess.
5 options.
Okay, I'm just going to go. Okay, so the first one that I'm going to go with is it's actually a real gun in real life. So it's a Jericho 914R from the show Cowboy Bebop. It is Spike Spiegel's main gun. Now,
Never got into that.
Now, the reason that I like this gun has nothing to do with the gun. It's because this is a show that's set distant future. First of all, the soundtrack is freaking awesome. It's a good show, but these people are rolling around in spaceships, flying from planet to planet, and Spike is using a Jericho 914. That is a gun that was developed 40 years before now.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's a solid gun. It's cool.
It's
It's a
very solid.
CZ form factor. They are heavy. But it's just, I think it's kind of a cool throwback in a very kind of feature-driven show. It's a show with a lot of style, and I think that gun was just a cool option to throw in there instead of making it some crazy futuristic gun. They went with just some regular gun, and I thought that was pretty cool. So that's what my first one's going to be, just because of where it sits in the series and what the series is.
That's fair.
All right, what you got for number 2, my sir?
Well, my number 4
My
pick,
dude.
My number 4.
Okay. So are we going in order from least favorite to most favorite?
Yes.
Okay, so Gru's gun is your 5th favorite.
Yes.
Okay, all right.
So my number 4, I was specifically told when we were starting this list that I could not use the Gallic gun from Dragon Ball Z.
I did specify that, yes.
But what he didn't specify
Oh no.
is there's another gun in that show. And
The special beam
it
cannon
sounds like this. Aww.
Oh, it didn't work.
I have to turn my
It is,
media
isn't
up.
it? I got it right, didn't I?
Hold on. That's a special beam cannon. I was so prepared, but my phone's on do not
Special beam
It's
cannon.
unscossable! The special beam cannon. Because
That is a genius play on words there, my friend.
the special beam cannon from Dragon Ball Z.
It's one of the only things thus far that has killed Goku.
Yes, it was the first thing to kill the main character in the show on the 3rd episode.
Yeah, Vegeta's not even pulled that off
I know.
with his Gallic gun.
Gallic gun!
The only downside with the special beam cannon is it's kind of like in our 2 episodes ago when we were talking about the Bigfoot guns and why I didn't want to go with the 20mm, hard to aim, and more importantly, very difficult to load.
Yeah.
The special beam cannon takes for freaking ever to charge up, and it's a one-shot deal.
See, now if you watch the DBZ Abridged by Team 4-Star on YouTube, as he's charging it up in his first attack, he tells Goku, he's like, it's going to take me 5 minutes to charge up this attack. And he's sitting there charging it up, but in his head he's going, do 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 do, charging my attack.
So that's what he's doing that whole time.
That's what he's doing the entire time.
I love it, and this is super off topic. I'm sorry, guys, but I love in Dragon Ball Super when his new technique that he's been practicing really hard and wanted to surprise everybody with is just the special beam cannon, but a little bit stronger. That still takes 5 minutes to charge up.
Perfect.
Like, it couldn't be him being like, yes, I've got this so perfect now. I can just do it at my will and
two-handed special beam cannon.
Yeah, like it couldn't be something freaking awesome like that. I mean, he killed Goku with it at a time when Goku wasn't like super powerful then, but he was still
the strongest on the planet.
Yeah, but that's where you went with that, Piccolo. That's where you went.
Yeah.
Okay. So what do we do? We're on the second one,
We're
right?
on number 4 or 2,
okay.
whichever.
Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and go with let's see. I'm going to go with the Trigun. The AGL Arms 45 Long Colt. So this gun is, if you are a gun guy and you don't know the gun that I'm talking about, then I am ashamed to call you a gun guy.
It's because you're not a nerd.
That could possibly be it.
It's true.
But this gun is just an amalgamation of beauty. It is a bottom cylinder firing revolver in 45 Long Colt and I don't even like it for like the supernatural things that it does. I don't like the supernatural stuff.
Yeah,
it
kind of ruins
it
actually.
Yeah. The gun in itself, here's the awesome part. So it's a bottom cylinder firing, top brake revolver, auto ejecting.
Oh,
Like we're talking, it's just amazing. He pops it and the shells go out just like they should in a Schofield. It's just beauty. It's like a Matiba and a Schofield had a love child, and that love child is this AGL 45 Long Colt. It's beautiful. There's 2 of them in the series. There's a silver one and there's a black one. And man, I wish somebody would make this gun, because I can't tell. Like, I think they would sell like hotcakes. If the Rhino has sold like it has sold, well enough to actually maintain a product line and come out with different versions, this gun can sell.
The only reason it wouldn't sell is because it's in 45 long Colt. They would have to
That's
do it
true.
in like 357 and 44 Magnum.
Yeah, but it's a revolver. So doing additional cylinders and a couple of barrels, it's a revolver and it's got a barrel system. The shroud for the barrel is very similar to the Rhino shroud. So it wouldn't be that big of a deal to do the replaceable barrels like the Rhino's got.
And with it being top brake, you could set it up to where you can just pop that pin, change
Yeah,
out the barrel and everything.
yeah. So I'm just saying, like somebody should actually make that thing and it would be glorious. But that's my number 4. That's actually, and again, this is not in any specific order for me. I'm throwing out my more like reasonable ones first because I'm just putting off the other ones.
All right.
Okay, what's your
Well,
three? We're at
my
three now,
third
right?
one you probably haven't heard of.
Okay.
It is the AGL Arms 45 Long Colt
Okay.
from Trigun. Insert the past 2 minutes of talking into
And
this segment.
Oh no, I need more explanation. What do you like about it? Like, is
It's
there
a top
anything?
brake. Like, if you don't
That's
like
true.
top brake revolvers,
You
then,
dumb.
then that's your own problem.
You
But
dumb.
at the end of the day, a top brake revolver is one of the most beautiful things known to man. And there's 2 of them. And
You could dual wield.
eventually,
You could dual wield.
somebody does.
That's true.
But eventually, we will end up with a pair of Chiappa Rhinos. Dibs on the silver one.
Okay, I'll take the black one.
And that'll be that.
Are we gonna block in the top just so that it looks like?
Yes.
Okay, I'm
And
right
that will
with
be paid for by this podcast.
If you're interested in helping us with that, head on over to patreon.com/work the trigger. Anyway, we should probably put up a specific Patreon for the podcast. But for now, go over there.
That's all I got for this one. That's you kind of pissed in my Wheaties when you jumped on that one first. I knew it was going to happen, but
That's what you get for throwing out the other ones first. I don't know what the hell was going on with that, but you left the door open.
So number 3 for you.
You left the door open, and I walked right out of the closet. I walked right through that.
Whoa.
I don't know what I'm doing. What's going on anymore? Anyway, all right. So number 3 for me is a gun from my childhood. This is a gun that I watched every week on TV.
Oh no.
This is a gun.
Don't ruin it for me. Don't be the same.
What? It's the Batman grappling gun from Batman the Animated Series.
Ooh, it's close.
This gun can do almost anything. It can. Would you not love a gun that you could shoot and hook around stuff and hook it to your belt and it pulls you?
I'm not participating in this particular conversation.
Because you're holding off because of what's going on next, because you don't want to have to say that. It is a freaking cool gun. I mean, it's an air powered thing, so you can like pop gas canisters or like paintballs or mace balls in there. But I mean, this dude does everything with this gun. He jumps off of roofs and like swings like Spider-Man. He turns cars with it. Oh, I know why you're not participating in this. You don't like Batman.
No. I mean, I don't like Batman, but
I forgot about that. You don't like Batman.
No.
I'm Batman. I don't like Superman. So there is that.
I don't like Superman either.
Superman's dumb. Every time Superman comes in, okay, this is going to sound
Hello,
horrible.
I'm here. I have solved the problem.
This is going to sound horrible because I do like DBZ. Superman is like Goku. Every time there's a problem, they just give him a new power.
Yep.
It's yeah. I don't. Anyway, but yeah, the Batman grappling gun from the animated series. This is the old school animated series. It's like the Art Deco style animated series with like the really long Batmobile.
Yeah,
my Batman. That's what I'm going with.
Big old broad chested.
With
the gray and black suit.
Yep,
primarily gray. Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
My Batman.
Okay.
All right, what's yours?
My number 2 is the...
Are we on 2 already?
We're on number 2. We are really scooting through this one. It is from a show called Yu Yu Hakusho.
I have seen Yu Yu Hakusho.
And it is the spirit gun that Yusuke Urameshi, the main character, uses. And it is his Dragon Ball Z style...
Isn't that this?
It's his Dragon Ball Z style energy shooty attacky thing that progresses, and like all animes, he is the main character, and somehow it miraculously always is able to get the job done.
It's magic.
He's always able to muster up enough energy to get just enough to defeat the bad guy with it.
Does he typically pass out after that from exhaustion?
Yes, of course he does.
Every time.
In fact, the very first time he uses it, he is a high schooler, and he uses it on his principal and shoots him in the back of the head.
Did he kill the principal?
He didn't, because he wasn't very powerful then.
That's probably a good thing. Did he pass out because it was so strenuous?
He didn't pass out that time.
It just seems
He
to
did
be
get berated, though.
It just seems to be a trend in those shows that, first of all, somehow they get forever to be able to charge up these fake. I don't think they do that in Yu Yu Hakusho, though, does he? Doesn't he just stand there for like an awkwardly long time, pointing his finger at somebody? In today's day and age, that would get you expelled from school immediately.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Especially if your finger started glowing blue.
How far have you gotten through that show?
I got through the big tournament, and then it just kind of lost interest after that. Like,
I got to the big tournament, but mind you, I watched this show 15 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
God, I'm old. Don't say it.
I was interested, so I actually watched it again last year.
Yeah,
and I got
you made it through that far.
I got through the big tournament, and then after that, it was just like, well, this is lame. Like, there's nothing. Oh, why didn't you just end it here?
How far does that show go?
There's like 2 more seasons after that.
Wow. Well, there's probably more bigger tournaments with larger stakes where he has to stand even longer charging up his finger shooter.
There are.
See? You know how I know that? Because that's the entire outline of like half of the animes out there.
Okay, you're number 2.
My number 2. Let's go
Who
with...
does number 2 work for?
Who does number 2 work for? So this gun is actually a gun that started off as a video game gun and then got moved into a cartoon gun. Okay? So these are the Cerberus handguns from a show called Gungrave. It is not very well known. They just look kind of cool. They're semi-automatic. Let's see. Let me read this. All right. So it consists of the right head and the left head, because Cerberus is the 3-headed dog that guards the gates of hell.
Right.
Exactly. Yes. So it's got a right head and a left head. It's a barrel length of 60 centimeters, which is what is
lame.
That? Like,
that's not in moon units.
Well, it's an anime. What do you expect from them? It's a 15 millimeter bolt round, which is which is over 50 cal.
That's bigger than 10 millimeter.
Yeah. And here's the cool part is I don't know if they meant to do this, but in the anime when he's shooting, it is a necked cartridge.
Ooh.
A necked over 50 cal pistol cartridge.
Okay.
Like 357 Sig Wise, which is just insane and cool all at the same time. It is a thumper. But it's actually used for killing the undead. So not only is it this gigantic round, but he's also got they're special bullets. What?
I have a bonus one now.
Okay, cool. I like that. All right. So what's your last one? Let's go ahead and do that, and then we'll.
My number 1
numero
is
uno.
why I couldn't talk about the gun.
The grappling gun?
The grappling gun. And it is the plunger grappling gun from Darkwing Duck.
Nice!
Along with the tear
That is gun. A blast. That's actually like the same age, huh?
I know! That's why I couldn't say anything, because it's Darkwing Duck. And he just has a gun that shoots a plunger with a rope on it, and he can swing from it, and he can do all sorts of stuff.
I was going to introduce my kids to DuckTales.
It's really good. They remade it, and the new one sucks. The old one...
Oh, yeah, I wouldn't do the new one.
Yeah, the old one's still solid.
Everything they try to remake from our childhoods, everything they try to remake from your childhood, my teenage years, is...
But yes, that is awesome. The plunger gun.
Yeah,
I that's my number 1, because this is very sad time in builder shooter
land.
I have to be honest with you guys.
Confession time.
At one point when I was a child, I told my mom that I was going to grow up to be a trash collector, so I could find a double-barreled shotgun and plungers and become a crime-fighting superhero with that double-barrel shotgun with plungers.
What What was your superhero name going to be?
I didn't get that far because she told me I wasn't allowed to do that.
Oh,
I know.
she stifled your dreams?
How dare her be a good mother?
She stifled your dreams,
How
my friend.
dare her?
Oh my goodness. That's why you're not a trash collector.
That's why I'm not a trash collector. That's why I don't clean up anything.
Your mom ruined everything.
Yep. She apologizes to my wife all the time. Sorry, he doesn't clean up anything. I tried to raise him better.
I'm sorry for making him the way that he was. I should have let him be a trash collector. Okay, so my last one is my zinger. It's my zinger.
Is it better than the plunger gun?
You tell me.
I don't know.
My last one is Megatron. All of Megatron.
Oh,
because Megatron is a freaking gun. Like
because he's
a tank, and then he's an anti-aircraft gun, and then he's just a cannon. And in almost every single instance of Megatron, he is some type of extremely gigantic gun.
That's very well thought out.
And I mean, what better animated gun can you get than one that can literally turn into a person, walk somewhere else, turn back into a gun, and then shoot you in the face hole?
Because even in like the animated series that I watched when I was a kid, they got all these little extra little Transformers that created things. And Optimus Prime made a sword out of his, and Megatron made another gun.
Yeah.
Huh.
Makes you kind of wonder what they were trying to say about guns growing up.
No, it doesn't make me wonder at all.
No, you know what they were trying to say?
I know what they were trying to say.
Swords are the chivalrous and right, and guns are the bad guys.
Did you know that in the original Bambi, the hunter wasn't a hunter, it was a poacher?
Really?
And they changed it later when they brought it back out of the vault. They changed it to hunter.
Why? To try to demonize hunting?
Yep.
Nice. F you, Disney. Don't listen to this, Disney.
Don't mention Disney. They'll sue you.
That's a very good point. Yeah,
okay,
I take that back.
Do you have a bonus?
I don't. I that was pretty much scraping the bottle of my proverbial mental barrel.
My bonus might inspire you.
Okay.
And this is a really it's a push for animation.
Okay.
And it's only animation because I know that there have been animated movies on it and comics about it. Okay. And that is The Samaritan from Hellboy.
That's on. I'm gonna just tell you this. That's on my movie list.
The Samaritan's just a wonderful gun.
It is.
It's 4 shots, right?
Oh, I thought it was 5.
No, it's 4 shots because Big Baby's 6 shots, and Big Baby's a
grenade launcher,
a revolving 40mm grenade launcher that shoots 2 at each time. The Samaritan is 4 shots, and it's just a big ass double action, single action revolver
with a plethora of other rounds.
Yes, the rounds that work here would absolutely love in case like Bigfoot attacks him.
Yeah, I mean, what's Bigfoot like allergic to?
Keltec CP33. Chicka 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 chicka.
I'm getting this mental image of you just
screaming,
berating him with that, and Bigfoot just standing there going,
exactly.
Like,
hold on, I need to reload.
Just pissing him off a little bit. Eventually, he starts catching them and putting them in his mouth and shooting them back with his mouth.
If you don't get this, this is reference to episode 3, where we talked about our Bigfoot defense guns.
Bigfoot is real and scary, people.
If Bigfoot is real, it would be very intimidating. But I am a
skeptic.
I'm a skeptic. I'm not saying it's not real.
He's also in Indiana, so like we can afford to be skeptics here.
Yeah,
because odds are when we're out in the woods, and something's getting frisky, it's probably not Bigfoot.
Probably a squirrel.
Yeah,
it is a squirrel. There's no question about it. It's a squirrel.
Yeah, that's pretty much true. Squirrel. What the heck is it with those things? They sound like they are just Bigfoot walking through the forest.
It's interesting because when you're we're getting really off here. When you're squirrel hunting, you don't see any squirrels. When you're deer hunting, all you see is squirrels. I saw a fox this year.
Did you?
It really got my heart thumping because it was way far away and it was brown, and I was like, "Oh, here we go!" And it, in fact, was a fox.
I will say my favorite are the turkeys.
Yeah, I didn't see any of the turkeys this year.
The Dumbos up. They nest in the tops of the trees, and when day starts coming down, they literally fall from the trees and about 10 feet above the ground, flick their arms out.
Every morning they're like, "Oh wait, I have wings."
Yeah, they wait till they're really close to the ground to figure that out. I didn't know they could fly. Can they actually fly?
Yeah, that's how they get up there.
Well, I mean, I know that they can like fly to get up
No,
there.
they
but
can fly.
Yeah, see,
They're birds.
they're dumb.
They're
Well,
birds
so
that
are
fly.
emus.
Yeah, they're birds that fly.
Okay, they're the flighty kind of birds. Oh yeah, no, I don't have any. I don't. I mean,
Megatron was a good.
you know
one.
what?
That was
You know what?
ballpark.
I do
hit
have
right
one.
there.
I do have one, mother trucker. The Tech 9
From all bad guys in
from
all
every bad guy in every cartoon, and I'm pretty sure Deadpool uses some at one point. That's kind of why I want one. Two. I want two, and I want them. Here's the thing. I want them on a cross shoulder thing, so I could just like have them hanging right here, and
banging into your side.
yeah, that's exactly what I want. I mean, it's not like it's going to affect their accuracy or their reliability at all. You're gonna get one shot out of each either way.
Yeah, I'm more of a thigh mounted Mac 10s myself.
I will say one gun that I forgot to bring up earlier from the Trigun series is Vash's hidden gun in his left arm that his brother shot off.
Oh yeah,
He's got a hidden, fully automatic, like 9mm or something gun in his arm.
Well, it changes.
Does it change?
Yeah, at one point it's a cannon.
Okay.
And then another point it's the machine gun.
But yeah, because it like his arm opens up and it pops out and up into his hand and it's just cool.
Mm.
It's just cool.
Because originally his hand folded down.
Oh, that's right.
I know.
That's right. Did he have was there a girl in the series that worked on his arm, or how did? Because that arm was mechanical, right?
When they went up to the thing in the sky.
Okay.
There's a lot of cool guns in there. There's a girl that walks around with a big trench coat, and she carries like an 83-pound net gun. And then there's the girl that has like
the cape with
38 Derringers all over them.
That one is cool.
Yeah.
And then there is, I don't remember what his gun is called, the cross gun.
The cross machine gun.
It's been so long since I've watched that show.
Like the guitar cases from Desperado.
Yeah, except right,
terrible.
That movie was bad, wasn't it?
Oh, it was.
But it was fun to watch from like a pure, just lead down range. But man, you can't watch that movie and not nitpick the terrible handling and accuracy.
Yeah.
Like the when they're jumping around grabbing the guy in the bar scene, when they're jumping around grabbing the guns trying to shoot each other in the head, and every single gun is empty, and every single time they go as they pull the trigger and nothing happens, they clicks every time.
Well, lots of them are
with the slide locked back. The slide's locked back.
Oh, never mind.
Yeah, the slide's locked back. Because you're right, they are Berettas. But all right,
we digress.
But we digress. This is going to be a big problem for us going significantly off topic, but that's okay because that's why we're here.
We're shooting for, if we can get around the 30-minute mark, that's what we're hoping for. So
I don't know how far this one is yet.
If we have a shorter topic like I think this one was, we might ramble a little bit at the end. And if you guys don't like that, then let us know and we will cut that part out and just not record it.
Yeah. If you do like it, do us a favor and give us a follow. And share this thing with other people, because if you guys share this and we get enough views on here, we will keep doing these, because honestly, these are pretty damn fun.
Yeah, I'm having a lot of fun doing this.
All right. Well, thanks, guys, for watching one last time. We appreciate you hanging out with us. Again, we would really appreciate a follow on here. If you happen to see this over on YouTube, we would like it if you hit that subscribe and the notification bell. If you're interested in helping us out at all, you can head over to workthetrigger.com. Over there, we've got a bunch of affiliate stuff. We do have a Patreon page at patreon.com/workthetrigger. And yeah, got any last words, Builder?
I don't think so. Don't judge us for appreciating animation. We're nerds, but
we are
like guns.
It's probably not going to get better.
It's not.
All right, guys. Until next time. See ya.
Hey, guys.